Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I am Fabio and in today's class we'll be focusing in particular on back bending while strengthening and stretching also the rest of the body. So if you're ready, join me on the mat and let's begin. Today we're gonna start sitting on our heels, taking a moment here to focus on the breath and on the length of our spine. Take a quick moment to check in within yourself. How are you feeling today? And what are the intentions that brought you here on your mat? If you'd like, you can join your hands at the heart and take a moment to center yourself, center your thoughts, slow down your breath, and begin to relax your body, focusing in particular on the areas that you'd like to open today. Now bring your hands at the forehead, remembering to practice with kindness, and slowly release the pose. Let this intention sink in as you slowly open your eyes, letting the light shine in. Taking one more deep breath. And then slowly let's come down on the mat. So you can lay down, keeping your feet grounded a few inches from your sit bones. Now as you lay there, try to find more length in your spine. So take a couple of deep breaths. Place your hands on the hips or on your thighs and try to find that nice long line. Now bring the hands on the floor, ground your feet firmly, and notice all the parts of your body that are now in contact with the floor. That's your foundation. Spread the arms wide open in the chest. Take a deep inhalation and drop the knees to the right side. Then swing them to the left. And keep going with this movement, rocking to the right and to the left. To warm up the low back, you can pick your own pace. Every time you move from one side to the other, try to broaden through your shoulders and keep them in contact with the floor. Now we'll be coming back to center. Adjust your feet if necessary and bring the hands on the floor. Inhale deeply. We'll be lifting from the tailbone all the way up, arching the back, starting to activate the legs and the back a little more. Hold it here and then exhale, slowly release to the ground. Every time you come back to the floor, try to find a little more length. Great, now let's inhale. We'll be lifting the arms up towards the sky as we lift the hips towards the sky as well. So legs are active, knees are tracking parallel to each other, hip distance apart. Exhale, release down. One more time, find your length. Take a deep breath in, now lift the arms overhead as you lift the hips as well. Hold it here, nice and strong, nice and steady. Exhale, release, coming back to your neutral position. The next set will be a little bit more challenging, so take breaks if you need to. Lift your arms overhead, lift the hips high just like we did earlier. Bring the right knee towards your chest and then extend the leg up towards the sky. Hold the position here, really activating the left glute. Flex the right foot and bring the ankle on your left thigh as you open the right knee out. So nice external rotation of your right leg. Hold it for one more moment and then exhale, release down to the ground, keeping the legs in the exact same position. Now slide your arms open, bending the elbows 90 degrees and then drop the legs to the left side, keeping the right ankle on your left thigh. As you breathe, allow this twist to become a little deeper. If you'd like, you can turn your head towards the right side. Now come back to center, connecting to your core, and bring the left knee up towards your chest. Again, here we are gonna find a nice stretch in the right hip. Keep both feet flexed to fully engage the pose. Remember, the focus is on our back as well, so keep finding length. Slowly release the left foot to the ground. and release the position, coming back to your neutral foundation. Bring the knees up into the chest and rock gently side to side, just to massage and reset our back. Release and come back, with your feet on the ground, hip distance apart. We'll be repeating the whole sequence to the other side. Inhale to lift the hips towards the sky. Hold it there, and then exhale, release them to the ground. Once again, inhale, lift the arms towards the sky and the hips towards the sky. Hold it nice and strong. Exhale, release down. On your next inhalation, lift the arms overhead and lift the hips high as you can. Exhale, release the pose, bringing the arms to the ground. One last time. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, lift the hips high. Bring the left knee towards your chest before extending the leg fully. Hold it there, strong in your right glute. Now flex your left foot and bring the ankle on your right thigh, opening the left leg out in external rotation. Stay nice and strong, keep your hips neutral. As you exhale, you can now release slowly on the ground. Beautifully done. Now slide your arms in a cactus position, bending the elbows 90 degrees, and then drop the legs to your right side. Stay here or turn your head to the left. Remember to breathe deeply to allow the twist to find its full expression. Come back to center, connecting to your core, and then hug the right knee towards your chest, holding the leg from underneath your knee. Release with control. Bring both feet on the ground for a moment. And then hug your knees into your chest, gently rocking side to side to reset your spine. Hold on to the back of the legs and rock forward until you find a seated position. You can rock as many times as you need to. Cross your legs, lift your spine up, finding length, and exhale deeply, releasing the hands to the ground and maybe the forehead towards the ground as well. Allow the hips to open and find length in the back of your body. Now come back to your seated position. And if you'd like, you can join the hands at the heart to reconnect to the intention that brought you here on your mat today. Take a moment, relax here. Now connect to your breath. Slow down the flow of your thoughts. And when you're ready, you can release the pose. Meet me in a tabletop position on all fours. Set your foundation by aligning your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and then inhale, drop the belly and look up, arching the back. As you exhale, slowly round the spine, looking towards your navel or the floor, and repeat this a few more times, inhaling, arching the back, looking up, and exhaling, looking towards your belly. Every time, try to make your movement a little bit bigger, inhaling to arch, and exhaling to round the spine. One more time, inhale to arch, and exhale to look towards the belly. Now come back to a neutral position and walk your hands forward. Lower the chest towards the ground and the forehead towards the ground and rest here in puppy pose. In this one, try to keep your hips stuck on top of your knees. Make the breath a little deeper as you focus your attention on your chest, opening and expanding. Allow your shoulders to relax and open as well. Now slowly look forward and then come back to a tabletop position. You can tuck your toes under and lift your hips high in a downward facing dog. Keep the same idea of opening into the shoulders, just like you did in puppy pose. Slowly inhale, come back to plank and drop the hips towards the ground. Lift your heart up. Slowly exhale, strong in the shoulders, shift back into downward facing dog. And repeat this movement a few more times, warming up the whole body. As you inhale, shift forward, drop the hips and lift your heart. Arch in the back. Now exhale deeply to move back into downward facing dog. Try to melt your heels towards the ground. Once again, inhale, shift forward, drop the hips, arch the back, and open the heart. Exhale with control back into downward facing dog. Inhale one last time. Arch the back slowly. Try to make this movement a little bit bigger as you stretch the breath. And exhale to downward facing dog. Always keeping that nice opening into your shoulders. Stay here for a few deep breaths. Try to relax, focus on the breath. And now again, move forward into plank pose and then lower the hips down, open the heart, and stay strong in your shoulders. So you want to keep nice space in between shoulders and head. Nice and long neck. Now release the knees on the floor and point your toes. Relax all the way down to the mat. Feel the connection between your belly and the floor. Long spine. When you're ready, bend both knees and try to reach for your ankles. Once you're there, inhale, lift the chest up and kick your feet into your hands to lift a little higher, even the thighs off the floor. Exhale to release, and once again, inhale, start lifting up. And don't worry if you're not holding on to your ankles, you can do this actively, simply reaching back with your arms. Flex the feet if you want to go a little deeper and activate even more your thighs. Take a deep inhalation, and as you exhale, release down to the mat and let go of your feet. Bring the hands underneath your shoulders and press back in your balasana, your child's pose, with your arms extended forward. Use this time to reconnect to your intention and just take a moment to re-energize your body. Deepen the breath, feeling the length in your spine. And when you're ready, you can slowly come back on all fours. Tuck your toes and shift back into downward facing dog, keeping strength in the shoulders. Breathe here, feeling that good length in the spine. Then take a big step forward in between your hands with your right foot. Inhale, lifting up in a high lunge position, raising your arms up towards the sky. Hug the front ribs in and open the heart towards the front. Try to maintain a neutral pelvis here. As you exhale, lower the chest towards your thigh and reach with your arms back. Come back up on your next inhalation and make this movement nice and dynamic. As you exhale, lower back down. As you inhale, come back up. Once again, exhale, reach down. Inhale, come back up. One more time. Exhale, reaching down. Inhale, coming back up. This time, circle your arms around and land on your low back. Inhale to open the chest even more towards the sky. Don't drop your head back, just keep it in line with the rest of your spine. Focus here on keeping a strong foundation in your legs, and if you'd like, you can lower the back knee on the floor with control, and again deepening that back bending, opening a little bit more, supporting the low back with your hands. Don't restrain your breath, but let it flow naturally. Focus your attention especially on the chest area. Now inhale, sweep your arms up and again open the chest nice and actively. Exhale, hands on the ground. to step back into downward facing dog. We'll be repeating the movement to the other side, so take a moment, set your foundation, and step forward with your left foot. Inhale, we're going to make our way up into high lunge position, reaching the arms towards the sky. Exhale, to shift the weight forward, reaching the arms back. Inhale, high lunge pose, arms reaching up. Exhale, chest towards your thigh. And again, inhale, lifting up. One more time, exhaling down. Inhaling up, nice and dynamic. Exhale down. And this is the last one. Inhale, lift up. The breath is nice and strong. And now open the shoulders, bringing the hands on your low back. Inhale to open the chest even more towards the sky. Stay here, keeping a strong foundation in your legs. And if you feel stable, you can lower the back knee on the floor. Inhale to open even more into this back bend, releasing the hip flexor of the right leg. If you're ready, inhale, sweep your arms up towards the sky and deepen the back bend even more before bringing the hands down and stepping back into downward facing dog. Right away from this position, we'll be bending both legs. Look forward, step or hop at the front of your mat in between your hands and inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward into Uttanasana, nice and deep fold. Bringing the forehead towards your thighs, then bend your legs and roll the spine all the way up to a standing position, Tadasana or Samastiti. Keep a strong foundation in your legs. Shift the weight into the left leg and bring the right foot into your right hand. Inhale, lift the left hand up towards the sky and slowly kick the right foot into your hand and start tilting forward, really opening the chest, opening your back. You want to keep lifting the back leg up into your hand and finding that nice denser position. Inhale, come back to center. Release the pose, bringing right away the knee up towards the chest. If you're stable here, lower the forehead towards your knee. Exhale, release. Now deep inhalation, sweeping the arms up, pushing the hips forward, opening the heart. Exhale, Uttanasana. One deep breath in to lengthen the back. Exhale, fold deeply. Right away, bending the legs and rolling the spine up to standing. Just like we did earlier, stay strong in your foundation and then bring the left foot into your left hand. Once your balance is steady, lift the right arm up and kick the left foot into your hand. All your muscles are active here, keeping you steady. Reach the right arm forward as you keep lifting the back leg into your hand. Slowly release. Right away, we'll be bringing the knee up towards the chest, and if you're stable here, lower the forehead towards the knee. Now exhale to release. Take a deep breath in, sweep your arms up, push the hips forward. Exhale, release in Uttanasana. Nice and deep exhalation. Inhale for flat back. Exhale to fold. Step or hop back into plank and release the knees down. Point your toes. Shift your weight back into child's pose or balasana. Your arms are still extended forward to give you that nice opening into the shoulders. Use this time wisely, reconnecting to the breath and to your intention. When you're ready, you can roll your spine up and slowly come up on your knees. Tuck the toes under. On your next inhalation, sweep your arms up towards the sky, push the hips forward, open the chest towards the front wall or the ceiling, and exhale, maybe reaching down for your heels. Don't want to drop the head back, but keeping in line with the rest of the spine. Breathe here, nice and steady. Camel pose is a great position, great asana to open the back. Now with control, we're going to bring the hands on the hips and then exhale, release down into Balasana, bringing the forehead to the ground. You can now relax your hands as well, bringing them where it's comfortable for you. Take a few deep breaths just to reset your spine, let go of any tension from your back. And when you're ready, you can slowly sit on one side, swing the legs forward, bend your knees, and roll all the way down to your mat by using the core nice and engaged. Once you're down there, open the arms in a cactus position and swing your legs from one side to the other, rocking them gently to release again any tension from the back. Keep going at your own pace, finding what's good for you today. Now slowly come back to center, bring the feet a little bit closer to your sit bones, and bring the hands beside you. Long spine. On your next inhalation, we're going to lift the hips off the floor, shifting the weight towards your shoulders. Exhale to come back to the floor, hugging the knees into the chest for a quick moment. Exhale, release the feet exactly where they were, hands beside you. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky and hips up towards the sky. Exhale deeply, hands and hips on the floor, hugging the knees into the chest. Once again, feet on the ground. Take a moment to set your foundation and then inhale, lift the hips up and sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, release to the ground and hug the knees in. For this last one, set your foundation, feet on the floor. Inhale, reach the arms up, flip the palms to come down to the ground, bending the elbows. So you want to have the hands close to your shoulders. Inhale, slowly lift the hips up. Try to stay here. Keep the knees parallel to each other as well as your feet. Elbows are pointing up. Now if you're stable here, you can come up a little higher, bringing the crown of the head lightly on the floor. So most weight is in your hands and in your feet. The whole pose is supported by the muscles of your back, your glutes, your legs, your arms. And the breath is nice and steady. If this is too much, you can always come back down. Take one last deep breath in. Release with control to the floor. Again, hug the knees into the chest and gently rock side to side to release any tension from the previous pose. Drop the knees to the right, open the left arm out and look to your left to deepen the twist. Come back to center and switch to the other side, releasing again tension from the low back. Come back to center, and finally on your next exhalation, we're going to release everything on the ground, finding our final relaxation pose, our Shavasana. Here you want to feel a long spine, so relax, let go of any tension from your legs, your feet, your arms, and follow the flow of your breath. As you rest here, notice any difference in your body. Maybe your chest feels more open, as well as your back. You can stay as long as you'd like in this one. Whenever you're ready, you can gently bring the palms together at the heart level to close today's practice. I want to thank you so much for joining me in today's class. And remember, you can always come back to this whenever you feel like it. I will see you all in the next video. Namaste.